Look over here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. That was seductive. Can you play that again?
Look over here.
Ooh. That is
Ooh.
the smooth jazz sounds of Rileasa
Rileasa.
saying,
Ah.
look over here.
Look over here.
I would look wherever you want.
Okay,
If you're talking
look
to me that
wherever
way.
you look over here. All right. Where you want me to look, girl?
Look over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Hello, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
the companion piece to our recap episode of Drag Race UK, episode 6. And thank you. Shout out to the sultry Miss Lisa for giving us our new version of
Look over here.
it's so good. It's so good. I can't stop playing it. But I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. I'm drinking still on my strawberry sunkiss, the last bit of it. And I also have my cup mug, which means we have a panel full of cup mugs.
Ooh.
Panel full of cup mugs. Panel, cup mug for our
Look over here.
It's not getting old.
It's never. And you can get your cup mug or any of our beautiful cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Y'all get your cup merch. Period.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I'm still wearing my House of Maruli shirt. We love Michael Maruli. Yes.
We do.
Which I actually met Michael Maruli in person when I bought this shirt. It was at DragCon over the summer, so that was pretty cool.
Work.
But I'm just drinking water, but I don't have much left, so it's probably...
I think about the same amount of...
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. We'll probably be done by the end of this podcast.
We'll definitely be done, I'm sure. But we are here doing our look over here companion piece, where we're talking about just strictly the looks, giving our thoughts on all things on runway, on Drag Race UK. Before we jump into it, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button down here. If you haven't done it yet, please do that. Share with your friends. Let them know that we are talking international drag race all over the place. We're talking all drag race and drag, period. So if you know somebody who's into drag race and into podcasts, send them our way because we're trying to build up our account, period. So follow this channel and all of our other channels. We are a network, so we have 3 other channels for you to follow. All of those things will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, which gives you early access to all of our look over here, including this one, and all of our early access to all of our end of the year things that we're starting on as we speak. End of the year. We're starting on end of the year already because we're almost there. So if you want early access to all of our end of the year podcasts, join our Patreon, period. And follow us. Do all the things. Do all those things. Let's get into it, David, because honestly, that's what I want to do. We just really want to get into it. The category for this week was Doctor Who Is She? Love this background, Logan. This is great.
Me too. I don't get it, but it's cool looking. And I
Very cool.
I will say is when they said that they were going to be doing Doctor Who looks, I'm like, oh, I bet it's going to be Doctor Who Is She? And sure enough, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
But I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How much Doctor Who have you watched?
I can honestly say I have watched 0 episodes of Doctor Who.
Oh. Well, then between the two of us, we have a combined 0 episodes of Doctor Who that we've watched. So we're definitely the most qualified people to judge this
we should be talking. We are
I'm sure
definitely
Logan has seen every season, so
knows everything about Doctor Who and knows it all. And I'm sorry that Logan had prior engagements.
Eris probably has too.
Yeah, Eris probably have seen all of this. Maybe Eduardo might have seen 8 episodes of Doctor Who. I don't know. But they all had things to do. And so you're stuck with me and David, who has 0 knowledge about Doctor Who. I've heard of Doctor Who.
I know phone booth, right?
Right. He walks into a phone booth. That's all I know. I don't know.
Travels?
I don't know. Is he in a lab?
Is it like Quantum Leap?
Is it like Quantum Leap? Because I do know Quantum Leap.
We know Quantum Leap.
I know Quantum Leap. I watch Quantum Leap. I don't know Doctor Who. But Doctor Who is she? Doctor Who is definitely a big show in the UK, which I do know.
And here, honestly.
And here, people watch it here, but all the time. But I know it started in the UK, so great on that. Let's get into it because we're just going to talk about, this is strictly going to be about the looks because we don't know about Doctor Who. Yep. And up first is Kyran with her TV set alien bodysuit thingy. I'll let you start this one off.
Yeah, I was really into this. I think this was one that I started to appreciate the more I saw it, like especially when she was standing on the stage. I was really starting to pick up all the details. Like I think this illusion of having like kind of lightning going on, like sparks of electricity on her skin, I thought that that worked out really well. She has unusual makeup. This wig is wild. It was just really cool. Like, yeah, it just kept growing on me the more I looked at it. So I thought this was a very strong look, even though I don't really know how this fits in. It's kind of an alien. Are there aliens in Doctor Who? Maybe.
Apparently, they're monsters in Doctor Who.
Oh, monsters. Did you just
aliens, monsters? Yes.
Okay.
No, I did not look it up to find that out, but that's what they were talking about on the show. Right. So I don't know. I agree with you though. I like this look the more I looked at the look. When it first came out, I was like, oh, she's a TV. Then I was like, oh, but she's a TV and she has a lot electric going through her. So it's like she is powering the TV. She's the power of the TV. And I liked it. It was alien-esque. I liked the wig with the antenna, the television antennas. What I like the most is the fact that she has all the cords just wrapping around her and around the TV, and then having it coming out the back, and it was just like the plug and the energy port that she was dragging behind her. I was like, I love that. I think it was a good idea. I like the way her makeup matches the bodysuit and everything. I like this look. It was a strong look for Kyran. I appreciated it very, very much.
And it's ran by batteries, but
batteries. Even though it was plugged in, but it was it was ran by batteries, but I loved it.
One might say Cindy the TV is leaking.
One might say that indeed. I mean, I think oh man. Shoot, not me forgetting her name. Philippines.
Popstar Bench.
Popstar Bench is like, this bitch stole my look, but I love it though. I love it. But yes. Scores, David.
I gave her an 89.
Okay, I actually gave her a 90, so we're in the same room. Cool. Up next is Chanel O'Connor. I'll start with this one. I actually really like this. I thought it was a good idea. It's very alien-esque, very future-esque, and I like the fingernails with the fingernail polish. I thought that was the interesting look. Did it get a little baggy and bunchy in areas? Yes. It looked a little poopy in the Pampers and in the back when she turned around. I was like, oh, that's a little diaper-esque. and it didn't help that it was brown. So I was like, ew. But I think that like the hardware that she has on the outfit, I think it's good. I think this is a good tailored look, and it's good. I like how she makes it, and her makeup is great. I just feel like compared to some of the other looks on the runway, it kind of just was like, okay, it was good though. Wasn't a bad look at all. And honestly, to me, I'm just gonna say this now. I don't think anybody had bad looks
No.
on this runway, but this just wasn't quite my favorite look, but it was a good look overall for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. What's funny is this kind of ended up being the opposite of how Kyran was for me. Like when she first came out, I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like this is like
Yes.
grade A cosplay. But the more I looked at it, you just saw like
Mhm.
oh, this is kind of wrinkly. This is like it still looked like good cosplay, but just
Mhm.
not to the level that I thought. But immediately when she came out and did the hand thing, this
Yeah.
I
Yes.
was like, "Oh, that is
Yes.
so Logan coded with the say something gay, gay." I thought that was hilarious. And then, oh, Michelle Visage. She took me out when she was like, "Oh, the arms look like my dog's red rocket." I was like,
I was like,
"You
oh
did not.
no.
You did not."
No.
Yeah, like, and then Alan tried to reuse her joke later on. I'm like,
Right.
"Alan, we already heard Michelle say
We
that."
heard the joke already, Alan. We
Yeah.
heard it.
But I'm still not mad at this by any means.
Mhm.
I still really like this. I think honestly, like I'm pretty sure that my initial scores for Kyran and for Chanel just switched. So still like it.
Okay. Well, let's see what that is. Of
Mhm.
course.
I gave Chanel an 84.
I gave her an 82. We're still in the same realm.
Mhm.
Charra Tea.
I like this. I think I like this more than the judges did because
Mhm.
they were like this was like their one kind of critique was this look.
Mhm.
And we had some discussion. I think the same person who made her gumball
Yeah.
machine look made this one.
Yes.
And we had discussions with our other panelists about like which one was better. And I'm pretty sure everybody who's not here was like, oh, the gumball look was better. For me, I like this one better.
No, I think it was the opposite.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think everybody thought this one was better
I
than the
don't think
gumball.
I think there were some people who were like, "Oh, I'm glad I'm not gonna be on look over here because I don't like this as much."
I
So
think maybe
and I just
somebody
called them
did.
out.
Maybe, but which one? We'll never tell.
We'll never tell.
We'll never
My
tell.
lips are
But
sealed.
my lips are sealed. But I do think one person said that they liked the other look better. But I think
Mm,
everybody else was like, this one was better because
okay.
I'm with them on that one. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you like the other one better?
No, I like this one better.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I like the silhouette for it, having, like, the mermaid gown at the bottom. I thought the color was really pretty. Like, it is more like as somebody who doesn't know Doctor Who, like if I'm thinking like aliens or monsters, it
Mhm.
does feel more kids show friendly than what I would expect from
Mm,
Doctor Who, but I'm not mad with that because it feels like it's in her aesthetic. Like there's something very like childlike about her drag and I'm not saying that as a negative at all. Like I
mhm.
that came out of my mouth and I'm like, "Oh, that could be a read," but it's not. Like I actually really like that about it.
Whimsical. It's more
Yeah, yeah.
whimsical. Yeah, her
Yeah.
drag is definitely whimsical.
She's somebody like there are drag queens where I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I would not take a kid to their show," and then there are drag queens where I'm like, "Yeah, I bet the show is super kid friendly." And Charra, like, I feel like everything probably most things she does when she performs would be suitable for children, including this look. Like, it feels like it fits in that world, but it fits into that world well, so I like it.
Yeah. I think, to me, Charity, her drag aesthetic is something that I would probably be like, she probably reads to kids at the library in drag. You know what I mean? Like, she probably does drag story time, and I would take my child to see that and think it was fine. Um, but no, for this look, I actually really do like this look because I feel like it gave me Alien, but she was going for me, I thought she was going for like sexy alien in the Doctor Who universe. And so she gave us body and she gave us the mermaid fit. And it was like the makeup is done really well. She looks like a sexy alien that, if she was trying to seduce Doctor Who on a mission, that she will do it. And like maybe a rich, sexy alien too. Like she's the top of the tops in her alien world. And all the alien men or women are going for her. So I'm like, I'm here for that life. I thought this was a good look, and y'all know I love me some purple, if you can't tell. But she looks great in this. I thought it was a good look for her, and I really appreciated it and liked it a lot. So scores.
Gave her an 87.
I gave her an 89. Really, really like this look. Rileasa Lisa. That didn't come all the way out. But okay. So I think we're gonna have a difference of opinion on this one, and that is perfectly fine because I really like this look on her. I liked how she performed this look. It looks kind of messy. I get that, and it looks kind of a lot. But I also think for a creature that she was trying to go for, a alien or monster like creature, this is perfect. And the way she performed it, I loved it. I liked the braid going across the head, the face, and how it's ship shape crisscrossing and everything. I love this. I thought this was we've seen people do hair type looks before, and I know a lot of people like, well, I think they did it better, and that's fine. And some people might have done it better, but for me, for this creature like runway that she was going for, I thought she was successful in it, and I really liked it. And I love that she did it in white, and everything was white from the hair all the way down to the feet. I like that she did that. And we never can see Rileasa still not being sexy. Even as a creature, she's still sexy, and I love that. I liked it.
Yeah, I really like the idea behind this. And I think for the most part, it's executed well. There's just parts of it where it looks like a little tangled or a little sloppy. And so that was one of the main things that kind of bugged me. But for the most part, like the hairs that are braided, which like is mainly the structure, I thought that looked really great. I wish she had leaned into the braided hair a little bit more. And I will say, I don't think I've ever liked it when somebody has white eyelashes. And that stays true with this because I don't get expression. When you have white eyelashes, I just don't get expression from your eyes. And I have always been a person that I don't notice shoes. But I did notice she was not wearing shoes. She was just walking on like kind of the balls of her feet. So that kind of distracted me too. But I know I'm pointing out, like, I'm being a little critical, but I still like the concept. It was my least favorite on the runway, but I gave everybody pretty good scores, so I'm not mad.
Okay. What was your score?
It's an 82.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
See?
Not bad at all, especially coming from you.
Right.
Actually, I gave her a 92 because I really like her.
Okay. But the second half. The second half.
Marmalade.
This is high caliber drag. This is so well made. Like, this is one of my favorite looks I've seen this year. I'm going to get that out of the way. I really love the color, like this deep crimson. I thought that was stunning on her, especially accented with all of this gold. And you see like kind of the wooden structure in it, and it's got that what's the shiny layer that you put on wood, the varnish, I
The
guess.
varnish.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. The headpiece is there, the shoulder piece, the actual dress, the fabric, like everything was so. Her makeup, this was good. This was pretty much flawless, honestly. Like I'm just gonna spoil it. My two favorite looks from the season so far are from this episode, and they're gonna be very hard to top. Very hard to top.
I cannot agree with you more. I think this is one of the most flawless looks on this runway, on this season. This was so good thus far. Like this headpiece, let's start from head to toe. This headpiece, amazing. This wig, perfection. This makeup, mwah, chef's kiss. The shoulders, I love the structure on this. This dress itself is beautiful. The color is amazing. Everything about this look is so good. Like Marmalade, she just if she would have had a stronger snatch game, she would have won this. Like you could not deny her if she would have had the same level of snatch game as the Kyran and Voix, and then this look on top of it. What? This was so good. This was so good. This is my favorite look from Marmalade this season. No doubt about it. Scores.
Look, you all are making me do this too frequently lately. Like I used to very rarely give full cups, but this I couldn't not give this a full cup.
Duh. She did what needed to be done. I'm not gonna get the banner, but we know she did what needed to be done. Full cup. Very good. Good stuff, Marmalade. Lill.
This is you.
I know.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
You know what? I like the concept of this. I like the idea behind this alien/man type vibe. I'm not sure if I like the whole thing as a whole. I don't know. I think it's so weird because this face is freaking me out. This face is freaking me out because I still see Lill and I'm like, but I see this man, but I see Lill and I see pretty, but I see this man and I'm like, I don't know. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. Because this top picture it's really freaking me out. I don't know. I'm very torn about this look, and I'm probably gonna just score this when it's time to score it because I don't have it written down because I can't figure it out yet. I'm just torn. It's I don't know. You go.
Well, I'm not torn. I am obsessed with this look. I think it is so good. So good. Especially because we just talked about Drag Race Thailand, where we saw a lot of masculine looks, like drag king looks. And I'm like, this is how you do it. This, like, everything going on in the top half is so unsettling and creepy and campy still. And her whole face, like, even like making sure she has facial hair, like, this is how you do drag king makeup. I really like the suit, the pops of color there, and the juxtaposition with this yellow compared to the blue underneath. And just knowing that there's this menacing, ominous, glamorous creature disguised under this human body, and it's just coming out slowly, slowly, and as creepy as the top part is, ooh, I want to see what's underneath. It gave me Men in Black. Uh, I just thought this was incredible. This was incredible. Like the two safe queens have my two favorite looks from the season so far. I'm
You're
blown
selling
away.
me, David. You're selling me. You're
Good.
selling me. Because okay. Scores.
And even the fabric, like look at that fabric. It's so
I see.
the hands and the delivery.
Yes.
She sold this better than anybody on the runway this week. So
Scores.
let me get my cup up. This is a full cup. I got two in a row.
Oh, wow.
2 in a row because I'm obsessed with this.
I love that. I'm not going to give it a full cup, but
I was trying to convince you.
you convinced me better than what it was. So I will give it a 92.
Okay.
No. 95.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Can I get one more? Can I get two more?
No. I think 95 is where I'm going to stick with it because I'm freaked out a little bit by the face, the top part, but I do love the bottom half of this. But I do love the concept so much. And she did perform it. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the 95 and that's what I got. Lill, I love you. I love, and just because I just love Lill, period. Actavia.
Yeah, this was another one that I liked a lot. I thought the second half, like I liked the looks from the first half, but the second half I was like, okay, I'm getting this. But I thought this was really cool. I love this kind of muddy, like brown and green aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got all of this swamp witch. And for me, as somebody who doesn't know Doctor Who, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is probably something that works in Doctor Who. Like, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
convinced. Everybody sold me that it could be a creature in Doctor Who. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was really good. I did not have the problems Michelle had with the wigs, with the wig.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked good. Like it kept with kind of the muddy theme, but it still had like this cool structure, like this cool curly texture to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. There was one thing though. There was one thing that kind of bothered me, and I expected the judges to point it out. But when she was walking, like when you saw her side profile, you could
Mm-hmm.
see these tights underneath, and that kind of took me out of the illusion. Like I I was like, "Oh, this isn't real. This is somebody in a costume." Like it took me out
Mm-hmm.
of it. So that was the only thing that kind of knocked this down for a little bit. Otherwise I really like it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the slits on both sides were kind of she's I would have not did the slits and would have
Mhm.
did like a panel and then made the back part a different like a jacket like thing so she can have like a straight flowing dress because yeah, the tights weren't that great. But I do like this concept. I like the muddy. What I like the most is that the makeup that she did is the perfect match to the dress that
Mm.
she's wearing. And I appreciate that because it's like she looks very camouflage. And I think they mentioned it about camouflage, but in a jokey way. But I can see somebody in a swamp or a muddy area blending in with the trees and the water or whatever in this look. And I think it's good. I think it's decent. I like it. I love this neck piece that she's wearing, and I like the different things that she has on her shoulders. I do agree with you about the slits and the tights, but overall, I thought it was a decent look. I wasn't that mad at this look. So, scores.
I gave her an 88.
Gave her 85. And last but not least, we have Le Voix. And for me, this was an interesting but good look. I was like, okay, maybe I could see Doctor Who a monster or alien or whatever doing this. I love the suction cups on the nipples, and I was like, what is happening? And then what I also like is she still gave us a little bit of Lavoie with the showgirl kind of cabaret with the feather and then the pinks and because she could have went all brown and very beige like with the match the bodysuit, but she gave us pops of color in the headpiece and all of that. And I love this headpiece. It looked like a brain with some stuff on it. I don't know. I'm kind of digging this from Lavoie, and I'm very shocked that this came from Lavoie. I love the alien hands, and then I like all the uh, things wrapped around her body and still wrapped into going into her hands. Like I kind of like that, and then it looked like the veins going from the chest and all. I thought this was really good. I appreciated this from Lavoie.
Yeah, Lavoie had no business going this hard. I did not expect it. I was not prepared. Was not even close to ready for what I was about to see. I'm just so blown away by the level of drag she's bringing. Like she's still keeping sprinkles of what you expect from her in
Mhm.
different runways, but then she also comes and gives us these surprises ever so often. So I thought this was really cool. This was solidly my third favorite look of the night. It's just the best kind of cosplay once again. Even like the golden fingers. That must be a thing in Doctor Who because at least like three
Mhm.
of them had like long, dangly, creepy
Mhm.
fingers. But yeah, I just really, yeah, I just can't express how surprised I am by Lavoie this season. I thought for sure I knew exactly what we were gonna get from
Yep.
her this season, and she's completely like proven me wrong. And I'm in love with her. She's so
And
good. This is really good.
she definitely blew my mind, and all the expectations are like out the window.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, scores, David.
95.
Same. Same. This is so good. I love this from LeVoix. Ugh, so good. But that is it, y'all. That's all we got.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about all we can, and y'all let us know in the comments what you think. Who was your favorite? You know, look, leave your rankings in the comments and let us know who your favorites and who would you rank your least favorites of. But overall, I thought this was a really good runway.
For sure. For sure.
I was very impressed by it. But that is all. We're going to get out of here. We've been here long enough. And after such a long recap, which I hope you watched all of it, even through all of our technical issues, we're glad you stuck around for this look over here. We try to make it short and sweet, but to the point. Me and David, we are about that life. So
we are.
I
might need that sound clip again, though.
We probably do, but we appreciate you all for joining us, and hit the subscribe button on your way out, and subscribe to this channel, all of our other channels. Our audio podcast link is down there as well as our Patreon. And you can follow us on all of our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow David and I ourselves, and you can stick around. We'll be back next week for more.
Look over here.
As well, you can get your cup merch too, though. Don't look over here and get your cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And Rileasa, just send us out the way, Rileasa. You know how we do it.
Look over here.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye.